Hi, baby. So today I wanted to play around with some makeup and do some light commentary for you as you watch me. This look was not planned, and I'm not gonna lie to you, halfway through the eyeshadow I was lost and confused as to where I was going with the look. So definitely don't judge me for just playing around. But you know, girls will be girls, and sometimes you just jump in and don't really have a plan. And that's okay. Things like that happen. Forgive the noise around me. I can't do anything about any of that. So I'm hoping to get this all done before my boyfriend gets here, because I know once he gets here it's gonna get louder. So hopefully we can. I haven't really thought about whether I was going to talk about what I'm actually doing in the video, or if I'm just going to commentate and then make some slight sounds for the makeup application. So we'll see how I add all this together. But overall, I do have a couple topics that I would love to talk about with you as you watch me get ready. One of the topics is going to be about a recent video that I posted on a short. It was a video of me confessing to me acting upon something that I just should not have been acting upon. But we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the comment section. I am very, very happy that the majority of the comments are Christian based, you know, Jesus approved, I think. They're very respectful of the fact that I am a Christian, and so they know that the wisdom I want to hear is wisdom from the Bible, wisdom from the Lord, not just their opinion or what the world has told them. But I have gotten a few comments of worldly wisdom. I'm not mad at these people. I don't have a bad opinion about these people. I think that it's just really funny to now hear the worldly wisdom, and you hear it and you're like, wow, that does sound like it's correct, but it's not. And no judgment to them. If that's what you believe and want to do, then yeah, do it. But I, on the other hand, I don't really follow that anymore. So thank you to anybody who did say anything. But I'm just gonna try to stick to godly wisdom, because I know that worldly wisdom sounds good, and I know that that's what the world pushes, and that's what people have told you all your life, so you're used to hearing that. And even I was somebody who used to spew that type of wisdom out prior to me doing Christian content. I would talk about worldly wisdom all the time, and it isn't as helpful as you think. So I do appreciate the comments. I do appreciate people telling me it's natural, do it, it's how you learn your body. But our bodies weren't created for that. Our bodies weren't just a bunch of nerves that we get to mess with to get dopamine hits, and that's not what God created us for. And I think it's really beautiful to acknowledge that you are precious to the Lord, He created your body for a partner, and he created a love language that should be shared with somebody and not just overly stimulated whenever you feel stressed or whenever you feel tired or bored. So I do appreciate both comments. I know that nobody's coming maliciously with their comments, and I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who did reach out during that, because it is hard to deny your flesh sometimes. It's hard to think of yourself higher than what you used to, because it is so natural just to get stuck in what's happening around you all the time. So I'm really glad that everybody said what they needed to say to me, and I'm very thankful that I have all you guys. So thank you to all the new people here. Oh, I wanted to talk about this product really quickly. ColourPop put this as like a mystery ad to when I got some lip liner, and this product is so good. If you want a blush for like, this is for like the natural girlies. If you want a blush that like is dewy and not oily and doesn't disrupt the makeup, this is a really, really good one. I don't know about the color. I'm used to like reds and like deeper berry colors, but this is actually a really pretty color, especially on my fair skin tone. I don't know if you have peeped the nail color, but I used to always think that I only suit dark colors, but I like this little light pink I got going on. I think it's very cute. I think pink is definitely in season this year. I don't know why. I never even used to be a pink girly, but I do think it's very, very cute. I just re-upped on some makeup, and I'm really glad I did, because sometimes I just hold on to makeup for so long. I'm never really going to get rid of my eyeshadow palettes. Hopefully I don't get a sty because of that. But, yeah, it's good to re-up on the face makeup, like, you know, when things expire. Because then you can have really bad reactions, or you can break out, and I needed to get some new stuff. So don't knock the drugstore makeup, please. It's actually very, very good. Another thing that I wanted to talk about was, I also recently just posted another video of me talking about younger girls and being on social media and being pretty. I don't want that to come across like I'm judging you, or that it's your fault that men can't handle beautiful women online. But here's the thing. You're young, and I was young once, and when I was younger, I did try to act more mature, and I think that like wearing the makeup and the low-cut shirts and pushing your womanly parts up to your neck so that they show, and making suggestive eyes and poses and stuff in the camera at a young age. I'm talking about really young. I know it seems like it's you being mature, but it's not. It sends the wrong message, and the only reason why I want you to just be careful is because there have been many times where I just felt like I was doing things that were powerful for me, but in reality, it's not. It does send the wrong message, and it's not really your fault. I think it's just what the world always pushes, is that if you are beautiful and you have these things about you, that you should women empowerment and push those things, but that's not women empowerment. It really isn't. There are ways to be modest and beautiful and still share who you are and your personality more than you having a low-cut shirt or shaking your body vigorously online. Because think about it, online, you're not just your friends, your family, your whatever people, they aren't just seeing it. We're talking about everybody around the world, and some people don't have the best intentions, you know, especially with like putting really young kids online. Like, people don't have the best intentions out in the world. Some people take advantage of the fact that they get to see this information and they get to see who you are and what you have. And I only say it as like a, hey, just be aware that yes, you're beautiful. Yes, you can do whatever you want. But in the long run, if you had kids, you really wouldn't want your kids to be doing all of this extra provocative stuff. And trust me, I'm not speaking as somebody who like never did this. I did this. And I was taken advantage of, and I did put myself in situations that were bad, and I thought that I was grown because I had to grow up really quickly, so that can really mess with your mind. But if you don't have to grow up quickly and your parents take care of you, or you have people that really love you and you have a younger audience watching you, please just pay attention to what you're portraying out to the world, because nowadays, anybody can get famous. Anybody can post themselves and do whatever they want. But I just want to kind of bring that to your attention, that if you haven't really thought about how you are portraying yourself, and I'm not even talking for everybody else. I'm talking about like later on when you have to realize, dang, this is how much I put myself out on the internet, and anybody who wants to can get information, they can get satisfaction from viewing me. I just want you to be safe, and that's the only reason why I posted it. I don't want it to come off as judgment at all, okay? So I just want you to be careful and just be more aware of what you're pushing. At the end of the day, God created you, and He did create you beautifully. He did create you with all of these amazing qualities and characteristics, and I think that you can show a lot more by really showing your personality and not just doing what everybody else is doing. Because think about it, wouldn't you want to be a trendsetter and not a trend follower? It's better to put yourself out there and be a good representation of who created you. And maybe you're not a Jesus follower, and I can understand that, but be a good representation of your parents. Your mom and your dad created you. They may not have been the best either. Maybe they grew up and it was hard for them too, or maybe they were very sexualized at a really young age, but you can change those things. Understand that, like, you can be a chain breaker in your family. You can do the things differently. Like, you may have grown up a certain way, but maybe you can be the one who changes that pattern that has always existed in your family. I know that that sounds hard, but it just matters about the decisions you make, especially at a young age. So take advantage of the fact that you're young and you can do whatever you want, but know that at some point you're going to get older and you're going to have people underneath you, like your kids and your family and your husband, and they're going to get to witness who you were when you were younger online. And wouldn't it be nicer to like see a better version of yourself portrayed online so that they have something to respect as well? Anyways, I really do love you and I care about you, and I know I don't know you, but look, we're all God's children. You may not follow Him, but He loves you, and He's aware of how special you are and how amazing you can be. And I just want you to really take advantage of that. we're getting to the end of the video. This is the look so far. These little moles on my face, that just got added. I don't know. There were smudges on my face, and instead of wiping them off, I just put dots. So that's the first time I've ever done this. This is one of the lip liners from ColourPop. They're really good. They are really good. The only thing is I kind of like a matte lip liner because I want it to stay all day, and these are really creamy. So, I don't know. I'm also taking that cheek thing I put on because it's also a lip thing. This is where it comes into play so greatly. Like, putting it in the center of any lip liner color, it has been my go-to recently. It's beautiful. It is not sticky. It adds a good gradient. I like it. I like it a lot. If you noticed the eye look, when I started to not understand what was happening, I just kind of leaned into it and did like a grungy, older type of eye look. Which, my hair's not done. Everything else is not done. I just wanted to play around. So, you know, I'm going to try my best to pose with the makeup on. But it was really fun to play around. I really like the base. I haven't done makeup in such a long time, so it's still very fresh and new for me. But I love you, and I hope you have a great rest of the day, okay?